very mixed up. I had no vision, no focus on life. I could see myself going nowhere. I used to drink heavily, take drugs, I got into crime, I've been to prison 3 times, I've been in psychiatric wards, I've got in 3 times, I've had numerous attempts on my life. I've been lucky enough to come through it at the end of it, but at the time it was the only way out for me. It was the only positive thing in my life was hurting, and that was only very focused. And I come to Grimsby, found work, lucky enough, I found accommodation, and then my depression started to kick in again. And I wasn't paying my rent, I wasn't turning up for work, and I started self-harming again. And it was gradually building up. I could see myself wanting to hurt myself more. And then I needed a doctor, and I was asking about places because I had no one fixed the boat at the time. And someone told me about Open Door, and that's when things really started to change in my life. I come into Open Door, I got registered with a nurse called Billy Jo, and she was talking to me, and it was just such a nice soft approach, and I broke down. I just started crying, telling her everything, and then she introduced me to a gentleman called Paul Barton, who was my caseworker. Paul was absolutely fantastic, helped me with accommodation, helped me get my benefits sorted out, my entitlements, because I didn't know what I was entitled to or what I wasn't. And I started to gradually come into Open Doors more and more and more. And they started using access to computers. I explained to them that I was dyslexic and suffered with memory loss, and from there they helped put me on English and maths courses, and I've really took back, because I thought, you know, why are these people trying to help me? They don't know me, you know, I'm just this complete stranger. But it never fazed them, never seemed to faze them at all. And whenever I was feeling down, you know, I used to have this habit of locking myself away. And I'd actually come to my house and knock on the door and say, "Oh, we haven't seen you, how are you? What have you been up to? Why don't you come in, we'll have a coffee and a chat." And it really felt like people were taking notice of me. Even though they wasn't my caseworkers, they always had time for me. Natalie used to do acupuncture for me because I suffered with sleep deprivation and stress. And Natalie always used to give us acupuncture, which was fantastic, and you know, I could go and I felt relaxed, I was sleeping, and it felt like people were starting to believe in me. And when that happened, I started to believe in myself a bit. So I stopped drinking as much, I stopped taking drugs, and I started to focus on things. And then I met Rob Bailey, the manager. Rob's been a real inspiration to me. He's helped me with so much through everything, through Open Doors and outside agencies. And then my depression started kicking in again, and I started to self-harm. It's a cycle, I go through it through my life. But the thing is, I never knew how to deal with it. I never knew what structure could be put in place for it. So again, Rob helped me with this. He put me on to counsellors, and from there, Rob said about whether I'd like to become a volunteer at Open Doors. I was like, really? A volunteer? You know, I'm this person who's been in hospital, I'm this person who's been in prison, you know, I used to have such a bad feeling about myself. I thought it used to show that one could see I wasn't this nice, but person I was just horrible. But Rob saw beyond that and helped me find full-time employment with a company. Unfortunately, it didn't work out with the company. I left, and I felt really, really low with myself, and I just thought, I've let everyone down, what can I do? But then, when I told Open Doors, they went, you've not let no one down, you know, this happens, people lose their jobs, you know, for whatever reason. Then there was on about a position that was coming up, and they said, would you like to apply for it? And I just thought, well, you know, it's just being polite, there's no way I'm going to get it, you know, I'm dyslexic, I can't do this, I can't do that. And they just said, you've got to stop beating yourself up. And I applied for it and I got it. And it made me grow so much in confidence. It was really inspiring how it made me feel. This person who felt worthless for so many years, so negative about his life, no goals in life, was actually took upon to work in this kind of environment and help people who go through the same things. You know, it was a real honour, and I found the job that I'm in now. I started there just over a year ago as a support worker, and within 6 months of being there, I was made a caseworker, and within 8 months, they told me to apply for a manager's job, and I was like, no, a manager's job, really. And now things are going fantastic in my life, you know. I'm 39 now, I haven't self-harmed in years. I don't drink as much, I mean, on social occasions, not that my wife believes me, but I've actually stopped smoking, and I've took a real interest in my health, you know, and it's because everyone at Open Doors has made me feel like I am someone. I am special a lot. And I'd like to thank the directors of the company as well, especially Faye. Faye's been really good to me. She knows about my past, she knows about me. She took time and took a chance on me. She's supported me and my wife through tough situations and tough circumstances. And the main person, you know, I'd really like to thank is my wife, because without her, none of this would be real, you know. She's a real inspiration to me. She inspires me, she pushes me all the time, and it's good to know that even when I'm down or things ain't going right, Open Doors is still there, and my wife is there always, you know. A lot of people ask me, why did I move to Grimsby? And I always said it was to find myself, and what I didn't expect to find was my best friend, my soulmate, my wife, and my family and my life. And I know sometimes we all come to work, everyone, and you feel like you're making a difference, aren't you making a difference, you know what's going on. Or just please carry on what you're doing at Open Doors, because for everyone that might not come in, there's going to be someone that comes in who's going to need your help like I do, and they're going to progress in life like I have. So thanks for everyone at Open Doors.